Hi, I'm Libby Rogers with Whisker Whispering, and this is another segment of my blog that I call Lib's Animal Chats. Today, I'm talking about telepathy. Ooh, yes, telepathy always sounds weird and futuristic and Star-Treky. Most of us can't even think about that word without just imagining, sci-fi movies. But in fact, I will argue that telepathy is not futuristic. It's actually ancient. It's primitive. It's sophisticated, but it's primitive. And it's instinctive to all species, humans included. So in the animal kingdom, we see it all the time. Like there's the lion and he sees the herd of zebras and he's sneaking up on them and he's thinking, I'm going to have to eat one of you today. I'm hungry. And, we're always in the National Geographic shows, we're always kind of mystified by the fact those zebras, they can't smell him, they can't see him, they just don't know where he is. But suddenly, poof, the alert goes and the whole herd goes running because they got his telepathic message. They received it. They're probably, while they're running away yelling, yeah, not me, not today. So, even though we'll look at this with the animal kingdom and we think, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think because humans have spoken word, we just kind of think we're different. We're above it, or maybe we're below it, but we just don't think of ourselves as being telepathic. But even when danger is not involved, our animals are constantly kind of boop, 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 boop. I think of it as them having this little antenna. They're always telepathically reading us. And you know what? We're receiving their information too. We just kind of clueless to it sometimes. So think about it when you're walking around your house and maybe body language wise, you're just kind of doing your ordinary stuff, but emotionally, you're mad about something at work, you're irritated about your boss or some conflict that happened, or maybe you're a little ticked off at your spouse, and suddenly you notice your dog is laying underneath the kitchen table, a kind of a weird placement, sort of like he's hiding from you, or maybe he gets real clingy with you because he feels like you need a little extra comfort. But meanwhile, with your body language, you weren't transmitting any of your anger. So he was picking up that telepathically from you because he's got his little antenna on you. Or think about it, if I don't know if you've ever done this, but I have done this where I'm nervous about taking the cat to the vet because I know she hates it and she's going to be all freaked out. And I'm worried about how am I going to get her into the carrier without all this stress. I don't want to stress her out, but I'm already feeling stressed. And all of a sudden, the cat is nowhere to be found, completely hiding, has found a new place to hide from me. Or, with my male cat, he may have just hightailed it out the back door. So, it's that antenna's working. They got my stress. They know what's happening. A lot of us feel like our animals are mind readers, and they kind of are. Now, they don't always get it right because they got their own stuff going on. They might be having a really good nap, or the cat's really tuned into hunting birds through the windows. So they're not always on track, but they do spend a lot of their days tapping into us and trying to telepathically figure out what's going on in our world. And I, again, will argue that we do it too. Like, have you ever just been walking past your cat and all of a sudden you think, I wonder if she's going to give me a treat today, or I think it's about time for her to give me a treat. And you think, I just made that up. I'm just imagining what my cat is thinking. But was I? Or did I just kind of catch a message? Like this little telepathic thing just kind of floated past me and poof, I got it. Or, the animal is sitting there and their body language isn't showing anything, but suddenly you have a thought that your cat is thinking, look at that string. It looks like a snake. I think I'm going to kill it. And then it pounces. Have you ever seen things like that where you just knew what your animal companion was thinking? And then you immediately discount it and say, I just made that up. I'm just kind of kooky. Anyway, I like to talk about this with my clients because I do think that people are better at reading their animals' minds and thoughts and emotions and detecting that kind of stuff telepathically, then they think they can. So I'm just putting it out there as something you might consider while you watch what's going on in your interspecies household. Anyway, Libby Rogers, Whisker Whispering, you know where to find me, and thanks for listening.